Hey guys, Crypto Dad here, and today I'm going to show you how to purchase some Verge and then store it in your own Verge wallet. So let's get going. So Verge has been in the news lately. There's some hubbub about the cryptocurrency, so I thought it might be a good time to do a video on how you buy it, how you move it, and how you store it. And I am the Crypto Dad, so there's some kids in the background today. It's Christmas Eve, and we're going to do this video come heck or high water. Okay? All right, so Verge is in the news. There's a few stories about Verge, how it might be the next Bitcoin. One of the interesting things about Verge is it's specializing in a privacy coin. It does not have a, it does have a blockchain, and it is, I believe it's a public blockchain, but there are ways that it obfuscates transactions so that it's not as visible as Bitcoin. And it's one of the so-called privacy coins along with Monero. So it's a cool coin, and if you're interested in purchasing some, you've come to the right place. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a how-to guy, and I'm going to show you how to. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to download a Verge wallet, and then I'm going to go online, purchase some Verge, and put it into the wallet. That's pretty much the outline of this video. So here we are on the Verge homepage. What I'm going to do is there's several choices here. I'm going to download the Onion version of the Verge Windows Electrum wallet. Okay, so we just click this guy, and I've got a special folder where I like to store things. I believe I've got an empty one here called Verge Wallet, and you could create that on the fly if you want, or before you start. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to click Save. All right, and there are no verifiers for Verge. There's no hashes or developer signatures that we need to worry about, so we're just going to let this thing roll. I'm going to right-click here. I've got 7-Zip, which is a great expander program and compressor program. You might be using WinZip. I like to right-click and then just tell it to expand in the same folder with the same name as the compressed file. It's pretty straightforward. That way I know where to look for it when I'm done. Okay, and it's pretty simple. You just open it up. The only caveat to this is because it is the Onion version of the wallet, I need to launch Tor first, and I do have Tor on my computer. So if you don't have Tor, I've got a pretty good video on how you download and install Tor with verification. So you need to be running Tor in order to connect with this wallet. It's a Tor-based wallet. All right. So now that I've launched Tor and established a Tor circuit, I'm going to go ahead and launch this wallet. All right. I'm going to create a new wallet. Once you have retyped your seed, you can proceed to the next step. That is a weird seed. Never seen that. Okay, it wants you to create a password.
There's nobody in this game.
Let's see if that worked. Hey, they matched. Okay, so we launched the wallet the first time. Tells us that we're offline. I think it disappeared, to be honest with you. I think that's kind of, it tends to do that. Why, I don't really know. Alright, so yeah, I've got the Ethereum wallet going in the background here. So I'm just gonna launch this guy again, see what happens. Okay, there it is. Alright, now you'll notice there that when I first, I'm gonna put it right in front of here so reduce the clutter. You'll notice when it starts, there was a red dot right here. Okay, there it came back shortly. And that little double arrow there means that it's synchronizing. And when it's fully synchronized, you should see a little onion on there. Okay, guys, so the wallet really isn't cooperating with me today. I don't know why. Maybe the network is busy, but I'll be darned if that's going to let me, if it's going to deter me from finishing this video, for Pete's sake. All right, so we're just going to take it that there should be a little icon there that looks like a green onion, which means you're totally connected. And every other day I get it, I launch this wallet, that's what it looks like. But today, it won't. All right, so like I said, I'm not going to let that deter me. So, we need to buy some Verge, okay? So I prefer Bittrex.
Oh my goodness.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to Bittrex. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to do this in a little bit of a convoluted way. And you may or may not like the way I do this. You may not be able to follow it. You might have your own suggestions of a better, quicker way to do this. But I'm going to do it this way. Alright, so I'm assuming we're all grown-ups and we know what the Google Authenticator code is. So I'm going to use that to get into my Gdx account. Now the reason I'm in here is because you can buy Verge coin here. I think it's VGX. Nope. Let's just type Verge. Okay, so there it is, XVG. All right. Now I want some Verge. Okay, and as you can see, I have an empty wallet, so I need to purchase some Verge. And I'm going to show you the way that I am going to quick fund this thing. All right, I don't. The quickest way to fund this is to transfer some Bitcoin in. Quickest way to get some Bitcoin is to purchase it on Coinbase with your debit card. If you use your bank account, it takes a couple of days, sometimes longer. And then we're going to move that Bitcoin into Gdx, which is also the same company that owns Coinbase, to sort of minimize my fees. So hang on, guys. Let's do this. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, here we are, Coinbase. Okay, we want to buy some Bitcoin. All right, and we're going to use, well, let me do this. Okay, here. I want to use the debit card. All right, so I'm going to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. Buy some Bitcoin. All right, we just confirm that. Funds will be debited today or within 3 days. Let's just confirm. Okay, so. Okay, we got the Bitcoin right away, which is exactly what I was trying to do. All right. Alright, now I'm going to go over here to Gdx, and I am going to deposit this Bitcoin into my Gdx account. You'll notice it linked up to my Coinbase, and that there's the Bitcoin balance here. I'm going to deposit those funds. Amount is required. Why can't I just do the max? Oh dear. Okay, so it's going to force me to type in this entire address. Okay, 0.00687. Are you happy now? Okay, there. It's in my Gdx account. Now the reason I moved it into Gdx is that I've heard, this is my first time trying it, that if you move it into your Gdx account, instead of transferring it directly out of your Coinbase into another crypto exchange, you're going to minimize your fees. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so now that I have some BTC in my Gdx account, I can't buy any Verge, okay, because they don't sell Verge. They only do Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin. So in order to get some Verge, I need to deposit this Bitcoin into a different account. I'm going to do my Bittrex. I'm going to do BTC. Okay, I'm going to do a deposit. And that's going to generate a Bitcoin address for me. I'm going to copy that guy over to Gdx, and I'm going to do withdraw.
Things inside the frame and put it
To a BTC address.
and nobody's playing. Just only.
I'm going to max it out. The BT address is going to be the one I just copied over from my Gdx account. So there we go. Let's break this down. We've got my max Bitcoin that's on my Gdx. We've got a destination address. Let's confirm that. Starts with a 1Q, ends with a 77. Looks good to me.
Getting.
All right, and my two-factor code. I have Google Authenticator. Just going to go over here to my Coinbase. All right, and that's the one. So let's see. That's my code. I'm going to withdraw funds. Okay, that code should have matched, and you see I just withdrew the funds. Looks like most of it went out. It's a good thing. Alright, looks like it went out pretty quick too. So Gdx has anything coming in here for me? Okay, so it might be a while before I get that Bitcoin in my Gdx account. So we'll pick up the video once that gets funded, and then we'll buy the... Oh, no, that's not it. Jumped the gun there. Yeah, I'm going to have more Bitcoin. It's pointless to just refresh over and over again, but we all do it, don't we? First of all, what we want to do is get back to where we were as far as getting the wallet open and everything else. And I was having a little bit of trouble with the wallet yesterday. It's early in the morning now, and I'm hoping that when I open up the wallet, we're going to get a good connection. Okay, guys, so I had to do a little bit of finagling to get this thing to connect. Now, as I stated at the beginning of the video, I prefer the Tor version of the Verge wallet, but I cannot get connected. And apparently this is an issue because Verge is very popular right now. So what I had to do was download the Windows straight version of the wallet, which I'll show you here on their website. If you go to the wallets where we were before, we're just going to download the Windows one. Okay. And of course I've already done that, so I put it in the same folder. So you can go over here and look at my folder structure here. As you can see, I downloaded both the Tor version and the regular Windows version. And once you download the regular version, the Windows version, you'll just decompress. I used 7-zip to do that. You might use WinZip, but you're going to get a folder like this. When you open that folder, you just scroll down here to the Electrum XVG and double click that guy, and it will run. And basically what will happen is generally you're going to get a little message saying that you're offline and the wallet quits. Then just launch it again, and you're going to have a red dot down here. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is click the red dot and go up here, and it's going to show you a couple of other servers here, I believe, down here. But what you need to do is there is, I found this online, of course, on a Reddit post where they directed me to the Verge Twitter feed, which is over here, at Verge. And what have I done? I seem to have lost it. I'm just going to click it again. All right. Okay. So, yeah, on the Verge Twitter feed, they've got some new servers here. Okay, so really all you got to do is just cut and paste this guy. This is the one I used. I guess there's another one here. So we'll just do a copy, and then we'll go over here to our Verge wallet, and we'll click the red dot here, and then you'll just cut that, you'll just paste that guy right back in there. Blam. So that's the server. You paste it in, and then you adjust the SSL port. Let's see, did it flip back to 2? Yeah, it did. Yeah, it just sort of automatically flipped back to 2. Back to 2. I won't concern myself too much with that. No! Right back where we were. Jesus Christ in heaven. All right. Okay, guys. Yeah, this is fun, isn't it? Okay. So the problem is that Verge is an up-and-coming cryptocurrency. It's been around for a while. It's an established company. But now that Verge is popular, people are getting piling into it just like Bitcoin, and they're having issues. Okay. I'm game. I'm down. You know, hey, I was part of the internet back in the late 90s, and, you know, things don't always work flawlessly in this world, especially in this type of situation. Okay, all right, so I'm doing all kinds of weird stuff here, but let's proceed, please. Let's proceed to... Okay, let's proceed back over to our crypto exchange, our Gdx account. All right. All right, I'm going to log in as Crypto Daddy, Crypto Dad. And even this is giving me a hard time. Okay, now I'm going to enter my Google Authenticator code. We all know what a Google Authenticator code is. If you don't, I got some great videos on that. And so we enter our code. This is the best way to secure your online accounts. And your emails, by the way. If you don't have two-step verification enabled on your Gmail account, I recommend that you do that right away. The easiest way for a hacker to steal your cryptocurrency on an exchange is to steal your email. Okay. Once a hacker gains control of your email address, he's going to immediately change the password. He's going to go on all of your online accounts, and he's going to tell them he forgot his password and just get a reset. Okay. And then he steals your stuff. So always secure your email. I'm talking about your email account, your Gmail account, with two-step verification, so that at any time you try to log into that Gmail account from a new computer, it's going to ask you for that code. Okay? All right. So enough about that. Let's go over here to wallets. And boy, things are running slow today. Christmas Day is busy. Huh? Okay. Alrighty, now we see over here my Bitcoin wallet has some Bitcoin in it, finally. And down here we can see the Bitcoin transaction of 0.0068787, which is quite amazing to me, because if you remember earlier in the video, where are we here? I did this on Gdx. And you'll remember I purchased the cryptocurrency on Coinbase. I transferred it to Gdx, and then I transferred it out over to Gdx. And as you can see here, you know, it came in 0.00687. 587 was the exact amount of Bitcoin that was transferred over from Coinbase. And I should mention, if you didn't notice in the video, that Coinbase did charge me a fee when I bought that $100 worth of Bitcoin. It was only 98 or 97 something. They charged me 3 something, which is, you know, relatively minor. And then I transferred it out, 0.00687587. And if you look over here, 0.0068 758. I got most of it. And I was really surprised because normally when you transfer Bitcoin from one place to another, you're going to incur a network fee of some kind. So I don't know what GDAX is doing. If they're eating the fees, I really don't. But I was pleasantly surprised this morning when I saw that the bulk of my Bitcoin came in. I was expecting half of it because of some bloated network fee that they were going to subtract. So anyway, and I also brought some over from a different wallet, blockchain wallet, just so I would have a little more Bitcoin to play around with, okay? So it's not a huge amount, but we are going to buy some Verge with it. I'll also point out here that there is a little bit of ADA here in my wallet, kind of a leftover ADA, and that's all well and good, but it reflects in the entire amount. You'll notice here that the estimated value is in Bitcoin is higher than what's in my Bitcoin wallet because it's adding up all of the different cryptocurrencies that I own. In this case, I just own a little bit of ADA. That's the only other cryptocurrency. Now, if I had several different, then all of those added up would total. And it gives me an estimated value in Bitcoin. But keep in mind, that is not the amount of Bitcoin that you have available for purchase. The only way to purchase is with Bitcoin. So when I go to purchase some Verge, it's only going to allow me to use this much Bitcoin, the 0.012. This extra ADA over here will still show up as a value of Bitcoin, but it's not money that I can use or value that I can use towards a purchase. All right, let's hit Verge here. I hope I'm not talking too much, guys. Does it take me to the market when I do this? I believe it does. Yes. Okay. Okay, so now we're on the Verge market and we want to buy some Verge. Now, you'll see down here my total available amount of value or Bitcoin here is 0.012. That is the amount of Bitcoin in my Bitcoin wallet. So a lot of you might have ETH, you might have Litecoin or whatever in a Bittrex account, and you might wonder, hey, why can't I use it to buy something else? And that is why. If you want to buy something and you want every piece of value in your account to go towards a new purchase, you're going to have to convert everything to Bitcoin first, and then you can use that Bitcoin to purchase something. All right. So I'm not a huge market guy. I've had people talk to me about limits and markets and all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't even see that option here. I don't even see a market purchase on Bittrex. All right, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to purchase the max amount of Verge coin that I can right now. In fact, what is Verge right now? 20 cents. Okay, it's more expensive than it was, but it's still pretty cheap. So I'm going to go ahead and buy as much Verge as I can at 20 cents. Okay, and we'll just go from there. All right, so the price. Okay, we want the price. We're going to choose last. You could choose bid or ask. I'm not a big market guy, so I always choose last. Seems to be. And some of my commenters, please tell me what the difference is. I mean, I've heard it all before, but I don't get it really, so I just choose last, whatever the last price was. I see it up here. It says last, and it tells me it was 20 cents. Bid is 20 and ask is 20, so they're all pretty much the same. I don't get it. All right, so I've loaded up this transaction. It's going to allow me to purchase 820 worth of Verge. So I'm going to buy. All right, and it's going to ask me to confirm, which I will do. And there it goes. XVG buy placed. Now, I guess some of my commenters have mentioned that when you place a last order or a limit order, that it doesn't get filled right away. And if I were to have placed a market order, it would have been filled automatically right away. But like I said, I don't see market on here. Maybe if I'd have chosen bid or ask, it may have gotten filled quicker. I don't know. But it is going to take a little while for the Verge to show up in my wallet. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to orders. It says I have no open orders. Ah, there it is. Okay. So it's going to show up as an open order, which means that it's not in my wallet until it actually gets bought. And then once it gets bought, it will show up in the wallet, and then we will transfer it into our very own Verge wallet and wrap this video up. So I will be back when this shows up as a completely completed order. Okay. Ugh. Okay, hey, look, it's filled. There it goes. I hope I caught that. Okay, so the order got filled, and now the money should be in my Verge wallet. And let's do this. Let's bling, bling, bling. Let's refresh, and then you can see there the Bitcoin wallet is basically empty. The Verge wallet has 820 Verge in it. Okay. Alrighty, so that's all well and good. Let's go over here. So here's our wallet, and we got this nice little green light, which is nice. We can go over to here to history and see no history, but we see a 0 balance. Okay, so I want to do a receive. I'm going to copy this guy into the clipboard, and I'm going to go. Let's do this. Okay, so here's the Verge wallet. I'm going to hit this minus. All right. And it wants the address. Okay, so I'm going to paste in the address there. All right. And then let's eyeball that a little bit. I know it's a little hard to see this wallet, but it does start with DKHS8 and it ends with a GU8. So I am satisfied that I've got the whole address in there and I didn't accidentally cut off the beginning or end. And of course I didn't, because I hit the copy to clipboard function. Right? I didn't just do a straight copy like that and cut off half the address. Alrighty, so now that we've got the address in there, how much do I want to send? I want to send it all, darn it. So I hit that little up arrow and it gave me all. And then it's going to withdraw. And the fee is pretty small, okay? Which is nice with these new smaller cryptocurrencies. The fee is still small, which is the way it should be. Which it was that way with Bitcoin for many years. But lately, this year, and especially in December, the Bitcoin fees have just sort of skyrocketed. It's being crushed under its own weight. I'm sure they will solve their issues. But the other cryptocurrencies have reasonable networking fees. So we're just going to hit withdraw. And it wants my 6-digit Google Authenticator code, which it should. All right. This is that extra protection that I was talking about. Okay. This way it knows that it's me. Okay. And there's the withdrawal. And that's pretty darn cool, right? And then all we got to do is go over here to history and just kind of wait for the balance to come in. And you can sort of keep an eye on it over here under wallets. Let's just refresh this here. All right, you'll see that the XVG has gone to 0 and that the 820 is now reserved, which means that it's a pending withdrawal. We can see that over here. And pending withdrawals. It shows that it's authorized. And you've got this little X here, which would, I guess, mean to cancel it. You know, you want to make sure you're doing what you intend to do, okay? And that cancel should just be a last resort kind of thing. You know, you don't want to be sending cryptocurrency transactions and then canceling them and then trying again and then canceling and trying. You're just going to drive yourself up the wall, okay? Now I'm assuming that if you if you just cancel now, the coins will eventually show up back in your wallet as available. Or it may take a while. most of what's going on with cryptocurrency is this time factor. So yes, you're going to get your coins. Okay, if the transfer takes a long time, you're going to get your coins eventually. Okay, it's just a time issue, and I know it's frustrating when you're waiting. Okay, just like we're waiting now. We're waiting for this pending withdrawal to become an actual withdrawal. And once that happens, it's going to go back, it's going to go out there on the blockchain and end up in my Verge wallet. But as it stands, it's still pending. I'm assuming on the Bittrex site for it to go out. And once it actually goes out, then I will finish up this video, guys. So I'm just going to cut off for a little while here. Okay, so the pending withdrawal, I can see that it showed up over here in the wallet as unconfirmed. Okay, so I'm just going to do a refresh here, and it is no longer a pending withdrawal on Bittrex. It is a completed withdrawal. You can see it here, 1225 XVG 820 completed. Okay, and then it shows up over here in the wallet. Let's get rid of this. We can say goodbye to Bittrex for the moment, and just glory in our new wallet over here. Okay, so here it is, and it says unverified. Now, a lot of my viewers comment, and they're going, it says unverified. Well, okay, yeah, it's going to say unverified for a while, but if you see the transaction, even though it's unverified, you can rest easy. You know, you got it, right? You got the amount there. It's in the wallet. You know, that means you successfully moved everything into the wallet. And yeah, it's going to take a while to verify. That's how cryptocurrency works. Okay. So there it is. I've got the balance in the wallet, and all is well and good. And so what we did was we downloaded the wallet, we installed the wallet. We had a little issue with the Tor version of the wallet, so I switched over to the straight up Windows version. We still had some issues there. We fixed those, and we got our wallet open and ready to receive. Then we got some, we bought some Verge, and the way that I bought some Verge was with Bitcoin. So I didn't have any Bitcoin laying around in my Gdx account, so I used Coinbase to buy some Bitcoin with my ATM card for a small fee. And then I transferred that Bitcoin to my Gdx account. And then from Gdx, I sent it to Bittrex. Now, the reason I did that was because had I sent it directly from Coinbase to Bittrex, I would have incurred quite a fee. I've noticed that with Coinbase. Now, Coinbase is easier to use, but Gdx is basically the same company, a little more for grown-ups, and they miraculously didn't charge me any fees. I still am a little dumbfounded as to how that happened, but all of the Bitcoin that I had was successfully transferred over to my Bittrex account, and from the Bittrex account, once we had the Bitcoin funded, we were able to purchase some Verge, and we purchased our Verge. And once we had it in our Verge wallet on Bittrex, we were able to transfer it to our own personal wallet. And here it will stay, okay? And this is the safest, best way to hold your cryptocurrency. And it's also the best way to kind of wrap your mind around this whole issue. If you've got your cryptocurrency on an exchange, it sort of feels like, I don't know, it's kind of like keeping your money on Amazon, right? I don't know how you, anyway, having the cryptocurrency in your own wallet is like taking your money out of the bank and sticking it in your mattress, okay? That may seem a little old-fashioned, and we make fun of old people that hide their cash at home. But what if the banks crash? What if you go to the bank one day and your ATM doesn't work anymore? What if you go to your cryptocurrency exchange and it's been shut down, or hacked, or God knows what? All right. Having the crypto in your own wallet is the most secure way to hold your cryptocurrency. And yes, it is a little more convoluted to sell it if you want to make money. I'm not really much of a trading guy. I'm more of a buy and hold kind of guy. So that's where we are with this. I might come back later and show you that the transaction is fully verified so that you can see it's a little check mark that you get later. But that's it. That's the long and short of it. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoy my videos. I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I hope you can find and hold the cryptocurrency of your choice and be glad in it. Let us be glad in it. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. If you wish to subscribe, I would love it. Please subscribe to my channel. I love to watch my subscriber base grow. And if you want to hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, you'll be alerted every time I post a new video. Once again, thanks for all your questions and comments. Thanks for all of my subscribers. It's been a great year. And Crypto Dad out. Thank you.